right. So let's go ahead and let's go live to the fire. Let's make this a quick one, but efficient, intense. We're going to go call after call. We're going to provide some feedback. Travis, Andre, why don't you set us off with some good intensity? Travis, you will be the agent. Travis will be the seller. And then we're going to go into a couple of role plays.
I'm going to do this with myself, Andre.
Okay. Look at the mirror, mofo. All right. Whenever you're ready.
All right. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, am I speaking with Andre?
Yeah. Who the heck is this?
Hey, Andre, my name's Travis Dagry with the Camara Group. I'm a local realtor. I'm calling about your property on 123 Main Street, and I noticed it came off the market, and I just had to ask, man, how come this home didn't sell?
Oh, man. I've been getting a ton of phone calls from all you realtors.
Hey, man, I totally get it. And, they tend to come out of the woodworks every once in a while, right, when your home gets taken off the market. So sorry if you're getting a little bothered, but I just had to ask, how come that home didn't sell?
You know what, man? Your guess is really as good as mine, Travis. We had it on the market for 90 days and, I keep hearing interest rates and market correction and all these different things. But, I really don't know why it didn't sell.
No, man, I totally see that. It was on the market 90 days. I was looking at the home. It's a great looking home, man. And did your agent happen to give you any feedback on the showings or the open houses he might have held?
Well, they did one open house, but we had like 7 showings, and our agent just kept telling us that the market, and the price and in the interest rates. That's the thing that they kept telling me, the feedback, and then also their personal feedback.
Okay,
so.
No, and I get that. And obviously being in the trenches, we do see a couple things, the market changing, but, it's still a very good seller's market. So the fact that he's just mentioning that, kind of baffles me a little bit. Now, on those 7 showings and the one open house, did he say he had any interest from anybody or did he say, anybody was, looking to make an offer?
No, he said they were interested. He said every showing was interested, but we didn't get any offers.
Okay, no worries. Now, Andre, did your agent happen to tell you why a home doesn't sell in today's market? Besides interest rates that he might have mentioned?
Yeah, I mean, that's just the only thing they told us. They said, look, the interest rates, they said this and that and the other. So I kind of, to be honest, Travis, my wife and I have been very frustrated with the whole process. And we kind of felt like we were just hearing like excuse after excuse after excuse.
I totally get that, man. I hate to see it.
Yeah, we decided that we kind of wanted to take it off the market, to be honest.
No, and I hate to see it, obviously, because it takes a lot of work from a seller's perspective to really get the home ready, to get it in tip-top shape so that you can take the photos, do the showings, leave your home for 2 to 3 hours on an open house. So I can totally see where you're becoming frustrated. And I know you said, you didn't get the offer you were expecting, but, if we did bring you an offer yesterday that you really liked, you were still planning on moving, right?
I definitely, bring me an offer and I would love that.
No, absolutely, man. And then, just to kind of get, where was your plan once you sold the home? Where were you thinking about moving to?
We have a rental property by our grandparent or grandkids. And so We're actually going to, we've already evicted the tenants out of there. And so we're going to be moving into that. So this is really kind of the only thing that's stopping us.
No, I totally hear that. And, hopefully I can help you out. I want to get you over to where you're closer to your grandkids so you can spend more time with family and really make this an easy process. Now, kind of going back, to what makes a home not sell in this market is exposure. Now, I don't know if your agent told you that, but exposure is really the main key for why your home may have not sold in this market. Andre, and if I was able to show you how I can upgrade your exposure to the market and get the offers that you're looking for, would that be something of interest to you? So that way we can help you move closer to your grandkids and make it easier?
Of course, that would make my life a lot easier. I still have to talk to the wife, but shoot, if you could do it, man, trust me, it'd make you don't even know what I got to deal with right now.
Hey, man, and I don't want to, I would never pass anything or make you plan anything without going ahead and getting the okay from the wife. Cause I know how it is. Happy wife, happy life. I don't do anything without discussing with my wife or else I get beat, So, I totally hear where you're coming from, but Andre, I do have an aggressive proven plan, and I do specialize in homes like these where they didn't sell for first time for whatever reason. And I'd love to really get together with you and your wife and really kind of go over options and game plans, how we can upgrade that exposure, make it easy on you and get you to your next destination closer to your grandkids. Would that be of interest to you if we can schedule something like that?
Yeah, we can schedule something, and then can I need to confirm with my wife, but
totally
something on the schedule for sure.
Totally. So, I mean, I do have Thursday open at 4 p.m. and also Thursday at 4 p.m. open, if that's okay with you. And then, like I said, I can follow up beforehand and make sure that the schedule works with the wife.
Yeah, we can do Thursday at 4.
All right. Perfect. Well, hey, Andre, I really look forward to meeting you and your wife, really figuring these things out for you and helping you get closer to your grandkids without any more headaches. Okay. So I look forward to meeting you on Thursday at 4. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Talk to you then.
Boom. Let's keep shotgunning through. Travis, you will be the seller. I will be the agent.
All right.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, I'm looking for Travis.
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, Travis, my name is Jordan Camara. I'm a local realtor over here with the Camara Group. And hey, I was giving you a quick call in regards to your home on 123 Main Street. I see it just came off the market. And Travis, I just had to call and ask, how in the world did that home not sell?
Man, I really, to be completely honest, I think I might have just had the wrong agent, man, because your guess is as good as mine, because I'm really frustrated about this whole thing. I thought my home was in tip-top shape, and we just can't get an offer.
You know what, and Travis, that makes a lot of sense, because I'm seeing other homes in your neighborhood selling at or for more than what you guys are asking for, and it looks like you have a fantastic home, which is the biggest reason why I gave you a call today. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So Travis, it seems like you might have picked the wrong agent. It seems like you're a little frustrated. If you don't mind me asking, where were you guys headed to if this home did sell?
Well, I have family in Arizona, and everybody's been kind of migrating that way, and I'm kind of the last one of my family here, so that was my main goal.
Okay, getting closer to Arizona, getting closer to family. Obviously, you guys are a little bit of a ways apart right now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It makes it a little tough on us.
Definitely. Now, Travis, if you don't mind me asking, is the sale of your home, is that the only thing that prevented you from getting to Arizona and getting closer to the family?
I mean, yeah, that's the biggest hurdle that we're facing right now, for sure.
Okay, awesome. So if we could repackage your home in a way that would create the exposure that you're looking for, give you the confidence that the offers that you were hoping for the first time would actually come in, then we're ready to go and we're ready to make that move to Arizona. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'd love that to happen, man. But I am a little hesitant because the market's kind of changing. I've been having my eye on these interest rates, and more homes have been hitting the market. So it's just I feel like it's going to get tougher and tougher. Especially if we have like a certain price point that we want.
And Travis, all those things that you're saying are correct. Those things are all going on the market right now. And that's why I think it's really critical that you get yourself in touch with a market expert, right? You've seen what happens if you get with the wrong agent or an agent that's not aggressive enough or doesn't know what the market's doing, right? They are going to let you down. But if the market does continue to do the things that you mentioned, probably hearing from the news or from other media, then there's a chance that your equity could start to erode away, making the move to Arizona that much tougher. Right now, it's still a seller's market, Travis, and right now you still hold a ton of equity in your property, which would ultimately help you transition very smoothly, buying a home maybe cheaper and having a whole cheaper cost of living with a lot of equity to put down. Mm-hmm. So being that said, Travis, I'm not asking for your commitment. I'm not asking you to work with me, but I do specialize in homes that didn't sell the first time. And all I'd love to do is walk through your home from a buyer's perspective, see exactly why the home didn't sell, figure out what we would need to do right there on the spot and lay it out for you. And if you want to sell with me, great. I'd love to get the property sold. But if not, what's keeping your home sold, what would need to take place. And when you are ready, then you can take those next steps. How's that sound?
I mean, I guess, yeah, you're right. It doesn't hurt to at least have that information, it has been frustrating. So maybe it is just a different opinion that we might need. So,
yeah. And I'm not asking for any commitments, Travis. Like I said, this is really major for you guys. You guys took the time to put the home on the market. I want to come through. I want to help you guys out. If it makes sense for you to work with me, by all means, I'd love to earn your business. But at the end of the day, you're going to know exactly what took place, what you're moving forward. So this Monday, I have some availability this Monday at 4, or I have availability Tuesday at 4. Do either of those work for you?
Let's do Monday at 4. That'd probably be best.
Awesome. Well, hey, Travis, I'm really looking forward to meeting you. And I'll see you Tuesday or Monday at 4, whichever one you said.
Yeah, I'll meet you at the time that you said. Yes.
Perfect.
Perfect.
All right, we're going to do one more, and then we'll collect feedback from all calls. We're going to do... Karima, you feeling confident? Feeling comfortable? Feeling anything?
At the moment I'm driving.
Okay, no worries. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hey, I love you trying to get it in when you can. No worries at all. So then it's only fair for us to flip flop. We're gonna do Andre agent, Travis seller.
Okay. Ring.
That's flip flopped.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flip I was selling
Ring.
buyer last time. Agent.
Hello. Ring.
Oh. Hi there.
Hi, Travis.
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, Travis. Andre Rocha with the Camara Group out of Manteca is giving you a quick call about your property on 123 Main Street, and I just had to call and ask, man, how in the heck did you not get that one sold?
Man, your guess is as good as mine, man. But we're just thinking about taking it off the market right now. At this point, it was kind of a tough go. We didn't get what we wanted.
You know what, Travis, that's fair. And I hear what you're saying, but look, if I brought you an offer yesterday that you liked, would you guys still be making the move?
I mean, that's the plan. We didn't put it on the market not to sell that thing. That's for sure.
No, nobody ever does. And that's exactly why I specialize in homes that didn't sell for whatever the first time around. So kind of help me understand your situation a little bit more, Travis. So I saw you were on the market for 67 days. When you had it on the market, did you guys get any showings on the property?
Yeah, we had a few showings. We had a good amount of showings actually, and even a couple open houses. But yeah, I guess no traction on it.
Okay, so a good amount of showings, some open houses. What about offers? Did you guys get any offers?
We had one, but it was way under, and it was early on, so we weren't really trying to, kind of accept an offer that we didn't think was good enough for us yet.
Okay, and then what about agent feedback, man? Did you get any did your agent reach out to these buyers agents to get any feedback on why they decided not to write on your property?
Well, it's a friend of mine, and he was telling me every once in a while, that he had showings and things like that, but he didn't really go into too much detail, but
okay. No, I hear you, Travis. And here, look, it's really common. We all have a friend or family member that's in the real estate industry. And we had a friend and family member where when we wanted a job to get done, they said, hey, you know what? I can help you out, only for us to kind of shoot ourselves in the foot and not just kind of get somebody that's not our friends and family to kind of do their due diligence, to do the job for me. So I could imagine kind of how that felt. But after kind of looking at it, there's 3 reasons why a home doesn't sell, Travis. It's going to come down to the price, the way the home shows, and the exposure. And it's really clear to me the neighborhood that you're in, what the property values are on the last 3 homes that have sold in your neighborhood. It's really apparent to me that your home lacked a lot of exposure. And I know that if we can fix the exposure, we can certainly get your property sold and get you on your next move. And that's why I wanted to give you a call to see, when you had some time where we can get together, I can show you how we can create some more exposure for your property and help you get this thing sold.
Well, what do you mean by exposure? Because I had the professional photography, I had like the really drawn out like description of the home, the drone footage. So what do you mean by, exposure technically? Because I thought it was on Zillow, Redfin.
Well, yeah, no, most definitely. There's a lot that goes into it outside of all those things that you mentioned. Also leveraging agent to agent relationships and marketing. We happen to be a marketing company that happens to be in real estate. So we specialize in these types of things. But to be honest, it would do you and I a disservice, Travis, if I try to explain to you everything over the phone. And that's exactly why I want to meet with you, man, is because I know when we sit down, you see my aggressive proven plan and you see how we're going to create more exposure for your home, that you're going to be impressed with it at the end of the day. And we can ultimately help you get your home sold.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds all good. Yeah, I mean.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm looking at my schedule, man. I got Tuesday and Friday available at 2 or 3 p.m. Which day and time works best for you, man?
Friday at 3 probably be best.
Friday at 3. Okay, perfect. Friday at 3 p.m. Okay, perfect, Travis. Well, hey, check it out. I'm going to go ahead and get to work on this as soon as we get off the phone. If you have any questions between now and Friday, feel free to reach out to me. But definitely looking forward to sitting down with you and showing what we can do.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Awesome. No problem, Travis. Take care. Have a good one.
Yes, you as well.
Bye.
All right. 3 phone calls. Anything stand out to any agents where you're like, hey, why the hell would you say that in that scenario? Or something that you like that you heard or want more clarification, want any feedback that you want to help an agent? Hey, I think if you do this, I think this will make an improvement. The floor is yours. Anybody got any feedback?
Well, on all occasions, all of the conversations really flowed back and forth. And I noticed you, as an agent, we just have to piggyback on what the seller is saying, and trying to make him 100% comfortable with booking an appointment with us in the near future. So I just see a lot of piggybacking going on of what the seller said, and both of them, the conversation really flowed really well.
Well,
I had a really good mentor early on in my business, and he told me you want a really good volley with the seller. You pretty much want to play ping pong with them, but you don't want to hit the ball too hard. You want it just to keep going back and forth. The longer the conversation is going back and forth, you ask a question, seller gives an answer, you have another good question, right? They got to be good questions if you want to keep that back and forth. One thing that I'll say helps the most with that, Andrea, is having your questions down in your book.
Mm-hmm.
Notice on Travis's first one, not to hate on you, Travis, but I thought it got the questions order kind of threw things off. Like one of the last questions you asked at the end was like, hey, if your home got sold, like, where are you at? Like structuring those questions in an order really means something, Andrea. So if you're not having ping pongs with the other person that you're having a conversation with, it's usually your question. You're not asking the right questions. Where are you going next? You'll usually always get a response. What are your timelines? That shows that you care. How do you pick the last agent? You're trying to identify their problems. Did they provide any feedback with the showings? Those are going to create engagement, right? If you ask weak questions, you're going to get weak answers. So if you're struggling with getting that ping pong, make sure you're following the order of the question.
And also, even no matter where we are and I noticed this on Saturday when I was at my open house, as agents, and I know every once in a while, this happened since I was a little kid, my mind has a tendency to go off for a few seconds, and then it comes back. And I think it's just normal for that to happen once in a while as a human being. But we have to be really concentrated listeners to anyone at an open house or any sellers or buyers, to really engage, to know what to say back to them. And being an excellent listener is what we need to be at every moment.
Yeah, that's how, when you guys ask me, like I hear all the time, like, hey, you always know what to say, like in every situation. Well, it's because I actively listen, right? Like the whole time you're talking, I'm trying to listen without trying to already have my response. I think that's very powerful. A lot of times when I was very successful with expired phone calls, right, the sellers would say, hey, are you still there? And I'd tell them, yeah, hey, I'm just actively listening to you. I just want to make sure I'm taking everything in. I know it's very important. Right? Like I would have sellers literally ask me if I'm still there because I'm just like actively listening. And I don't want to talk too soon and interrupt them because that messes up rapport. And I want to make sure I'm hearing everything. When I talk to you agents, a lot of times I'll talk to you with my ear like that. Like I'll talk to you listening like with my ear like that because like you said, Andrea, communication is all about listening. And I feel like I listen better than almost anyone around me, which gives me the power of communication. So if you guys want to be able to influence, if you guys want powerful conversations, if you want powerful communication, make sure you're listening and then start developing what powerful questions were in every subject, right? I'd say that's a pretty good start. Now, the good thing for you, Andrea, you don't have to go do that for expired. So we already have the questions in the right orders in your script. Follow those along. Usually sellers will answer those and give you the answers you're looking for. One last thing before we move on from the subject, our opening line, how in the world did that home not sell? Same thing. You ask a really good direct question, you'll get a really good direct answer. You usually know the problem the very first question of the my agent, oh, we have these repairs. Whatever the excuse is, they're going to let you know because they're going to feel the need to defend their home. So the power of your questions do determine the power of your conversations. Anything else? Anybody else got any feedback, questions, anything at all?
Me too.
Okay. What do you have for us, Paula?
I know it's not really about the expired listing. Like we know what to say for every single question, but right now, like as my family and friends, they ask me a lot of questions. Oh, what do you think right now? Is it better to sell a house or to wait? So I get a lot of those questions. Like maybe we should also train about what to say to tell them like, oh, it's better to sell.
Yeah. So here's what I would say. We could definitely train on those. One thing I would say, Bella, is if you get any questions like that, what you should say is, hey, it really depends on your situation, right? Right now, to say, hey, if selling's better for you, I need to know a little bit more about your situation. Why don't we hop on a Zoom? Why don't we hop on a call? Why don't we identify those? And then that gives you time to set up an appointment that makes it a little bit more serious and committed. So your friends and family aren't just using you, abusing you for information and because that will happen. And number two, that will also give you time. Okay, hey, look, I'm going to be meeting with them and we're going to set up questions together. Okay, hey, look, here's the questions you're going to want to ask them. They asked you, hey, is it a good time to sell? We want to know this, this, and this. And Bella, if they say this, this, and this, then it's probably a good opportunity for them to sell. If they say not in these lines, it's probably a good time to buy. So in those scenarios for right now, until we get that train off the ground, it's always best to say, hey, everyone's situation is different. Why don't we hop on a call? Why don't we hop on a Zoom? I could ask you a few questions. I could look into some things, give you real information, and then you can determine once you have all the information, make an educated decision, what's best for you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So
because a lot of family members and a lot of friends, especially when you get in real estate, they'll do that, right? Without any intention. That's fine. We want to help our friends and family. But if you turn around on them and they ask you a question and then you're like, yeah, let's hop on a phone call, and they say no, then they almost come across as like an asshole, right? Because they're asking you questions, but they don't want you to be able to prepare. They don't want to do it on your time. They just want it right then and there.
Right there.
So normally they'll say, okay, yeah, that would be great. And they would really appreciate that you want to take the time to go a little bit more in depth with them.
Okay, good.
So I hope that helps. And anytime you book an appointment, Bella, Travis and Andre will tell you right now, if they book an expired listing appointment or any type of listing appointment, usually we're getting together and we're brainstorming. Why? Is it because Travis and Andre are incapable? Absolutely not. They can rock that listing appointment without me. I'm very confident on that. But collaborative effort, a lot of times I think of one or two things that maybe they didn't think. And when we package it all together, it becomes a better presentation. Okay. So if you book anything, I'm here to help you every step of the way. And we'll try and incorporate more of that training.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Anything else from anyone else? Karima, Travis, Andre, Andrea, Bella, Sierra, this is your last chance. Forever hold your peace. Anything that you guys want to know? Anything you guys want to know why that was said, when that's said, anything like that?
Were you gonna say something, Travis?
Nope, you're good.
Okay. No, one thing that I've realized is they're gonna throw whatever they can at you. So I think the biggest thing that I'm learning and why I'm having better conversations is just be unbothered. So if they throw some bullshit at you, be unbothered. A lot of times their job is to kind of agitate you to get you to be like, I'm going to hang up the phone, but just be unbothered and don't take anything personal. They're obviously going through something that they thought was going to get taken care of that didn't get taken care of. But I think the more calm and composed and unbothered you are when you're talking to these people and competent you are on the phone, they're going to see that and it's going to naturally have them gravitate to you. And you're going to have better conversations with these people, which would lead to appointments. And it all comes down to just knowing your shit, you guys, honestly, studying the scripts and knowing your stuff. But the more unbothered you are, I tell you what, I made a lot of great phone calls today. I had great conversations, didn't translate anything, but I felt very competent and unbothered when I was talking to them. I didn't care what they said. I'm here to do a job, and that's help you get your home sold if you're still interested in it, and kind of just maintaining that thought process and that mentality as you're making these calls, getting on the phone with these people. And you're here to serve them too, obviously.
Yeah. How can you help? How can you solve a problem is the mindset you should have on every phone call. So I hope this role play helps. We'll make it short. We'll make it quick. We're out of here. If you guys have any questions outside of this, feel free to reach out to me and we'll go from there. Okay.